that there's all kinds of forms of abuse, and they're being used against just about every social program out there. I mean, you know, I used to work at a supermarket, and
Okay.
I used to see people who looked pretty damn well off. They would come up to pay for their items, and they'd break out their welfare or EBT cards.
You talking about like food stamps?
Yeah,
maybe?
they use cards now. They don't use the food stamps.
Okay.
And
I
they would
have
also
used them.
they would have a wad of cash on them that would be really nice to look at, and you'd be going, God, I could use that wad of cash.
Sure.
Okay? I'm sure everybody would. Okay. And I used to watch them leave. And
Okay.
I kind of look out the window and I'd see them get into some pretty nice, expensive looking cars. And they'd drive away and they'd have a little grin on the face because they know that they just basically are ripped off the system.
Okay. Okay. You know, that really irks me. I mean, I'm telling you, I would call them sycophants at that.
What was
You know,
that?
do they have any sycophants?
Okay.
They don't, you know, they all have the same thing in common. They're just stealing from the, you know, system.
Okay.
Okay, you know, but, you know, what do you think of this? I would put it like a Pandora's box now.
Okay.
Maybe it's
well, I can tell you what they kind of all
I
had
think
in
it's kind
common.
of-
They all had this in common, and you know, it may be a little bit of a can of worms.
Okay.
But let me just
It
say
is?
that English was not their second language.
Oh,
folks.
wow.
Sure,
You know,
you understand.
let me just, woo, look, you know, a lot of citizens, Brian, American citizens at that, and immigrants pretty much know how to work the system, you know.
They do.
You know, I wish there were more official resources to really crack down on this.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, how about welfare fraud? What about welfare fraud and how there is just a lot going on that whole aspect? You know,
Yep.
welfare fraud, insurance fraud, all that kind of
Section
stuff.
8 housing fraud.
Section 8 projects,
you know,
collecting
that's
child
a lot
support
of
and
money.
welfare at the same time, and having more babies is a scam, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Total scam, dude. That's fucked.
It's really sad because they have they have people that are receiving
You know,
welfare and they don't mind having more and more babies.
Yeah.
And I love
Well,
children and everything,
so
but
do I.
they're bringing these kids into the world
Pro-life, right?
as basically as a paycheck.
You know,
And they don't care for these kids, but they need the kids
It's-
because they're able to get extra money
it's using
from
the
our
system.
government. And those are called, I think the term is anchor babies. because
Anchor babies.
They're able to
Interesting.
use that money, use those babies to collect money.
Okay,
And-
well, you know, getting back to your topic at hand. This
Okay,
is kinda
okay,
like-
there are, but there are good programs offered to any citizens
Okay.
or persons with legal status, okay, that it will depend on your personal status as far as whether or not you're married, whether or not you have children, minor children you're supporting, but there are millions of dollars out there.
Maybe
for-
billions of dollars.
Now, I think it's probably more than millions, because of these days, I mean,
Okay.
that's
We can.
that's
I don't know if
more
I agree with
realistic.
that.
Okay,
Send in your comments.
okay, you just have to know how to go out there, reach out and grab for them. Because
Okay.
no one's gonna do it for you.
Right.
Free federal grants are being
Free.
funded by the US government,
Yeah.
okay, and there's also private foundations every day that are doing this. And you wanna ask, how are they funded?
Okay. Well, you know,
Okay.
partly I think through tax
It's
dollars, maybe.
through tax dollars,
Of
but
course.
also.
Here we go again.
Also, private foundations use these grants as tax write-offs.
Okay.
And that
That's a
means
tax
that they just
write-off.
have so much money that they need to get rid of it, and God, I'd love to have that problem. I would
You know,
give
what? I
give
would
that a
love to
grant.
have that problem.
Yeah, I'd give you a
You know,
grant if I could.
You know, I
if
guess
had
having a
money.
problem of having so much money really is a problem, right? Is it an issue?
It is, I mean, that's,
what can our people in the audience use this money for, though, Brian?
well,
Set aside Joe.
they can start a business with this money.
Okay.
They can go to college, but now be careful too, because
Maybe
this is
buy a
not
house.
a student loan, so technically you do not have to pay it back.
So it's a grant.
It's a grant.
It's not a loan.
Student
we're
loans
talking
you
about
have to pay back, and I'm sure a lot of us know all too well about those.
here. Okay.
You can help you buy a house, pay medical bills,
I would like
personal
that.
needs as well.
I think that is cool.
It's a fact that ordinary people and businesses
Okay.
across the United States are receiving millions of dollars from federal government grants and privately foundation grants every day. And I think it's time that we made, at least you and I, on this show, people and our listeners, go out there and make the attempt and see if, at least whether or not you do qualify
Okay.
for these free government monies.
I would love to do that right now, actually.
Yeah.
But, you know, I know that who can apply on this. Anyone that's 18 or older.
Okay.
You know, free government grants from $500 to $50,000 are really possible on this. So, you know, do these grants have to be paid back? No. No,
Oh,
hell
yes, yes,
no. No.
yep,
Can
yep.
this be your way to cut off a piece of the American, you know, dream? You bet your ass.
You bet.
Here you
bet. Okay, so we invite our audience to come and check out our website, and we'll have links up there and that
I'm over here.
show you how to get started in obtaining these free government
For
grants.
sure.
Okay, so go to rightradio.us.
US.
Okay, for all the links and much more. It's a very cool website. There's some neat stuff on there. But let me just remind you that there is no guarantee of receiving any money. So
No.
remember this: be aggressive, because you will be dealing with bureaucrats.
Yeah. You know what? I just think that's just a lot of red tape for all you guys folks
Tons
out
and
there.
tons and tons. Be ready.
You know, if you're lucky enough to score some cash from Uncle Sam, you should have a plan on how this money can change your life. It will.
Yeah,
change your life.
absolutely. I mean, I'd say number one is go to Vegas.
Oh, put it on
all
like
on black.
no, all on black.
All on black.
No, red on 18.
Red on 18. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. No. Actually, you want to use the money to better yourself.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, maybe someday we'll just win the lottery all.
Yeah,
let's put
and
it
we
with
all
you.
know that'll happen. So so
Let's buy
please,
tickets.
feel free to send in your comments and help us seek the truth wherever it lies.
Of course.
All topics and suggestions will be
Be
considered.
considered.
Okay.
So, anyways, until next time, this is rightradio.us. Just live, love, and take care of each other. And peace out.
Okay. Good night then.